Morning, girls and boys. How are you today? May I start by saying happy Monday to all of you. I hope you've had a lovely weekend. I know that on Saturday there was so much rain, but I hope at some point this weekend you've been able to get outside and enjoy some fresh air. Well, here we are. This is the last Monday of June, and this will be our last Values Assembly about the value of kindness. There have been so many different things we've thought about over the last month about how we can be kind and how we can show kindness to each other and to other people. And I know, because I've been keeping my eye out, how many wonderful acts of kindness I have seen over the last month. I am so proud of each and every one of you who has shown kindness this month. And I know that over the coming days and weeks and months, you will continue to show the value of kindness, because that's just what you do. And I'm so proud of you that you do that. So let's keep doing it together. Spread our kindness around and make the world a happier place. Now, we're going to have two parts to our assembly today. The first one is going to be a story about a lion who wanted to love. And the lion who wanted to love uses his love to show kindness to others. I hope that you enjoy this story. A few of you might have already heard this one before. It's one I read as a bedtime story last week. But I hadn't read this story before, and I realised after I'd read it how much I enjoyed it. So I thought it would be perfect for today's assembly. So, can you make sure you're sitting somewhere comfortable and your ears are open wide and your eyes are ready to watch and listen to our story today that's called The Lion Who Wanted to Love. I shall just find it for you now. Oh look, and there I am again on another screen. So let's have a listen. What happens in this one? The Lion Who Wanted to Love. Deep in the African heartland, way out on the hot sunny plains, there lived a small lion who didn't fit in, and Leo was this lion's name. Now, lions are usually fierce, and lions are meant to be strong. But Leo just wanted to love everybody and play with his friends all day long. "You worry me, Leo, my darling," his mum started saying one day. "You'll never survive in the animal world if you don't learn to hunt for your prey." "But Mummy," said Leo, bewildered, "I don't think I quite understand. I'm sure there are plenty of lions that hunt who could kill all the beasts in the land. And besides, when I'm close to a zebra, a funny thought goes through my head. Instead of deciding to bite his skin, I'd much rather hug him instead." "I have spoken," said Leo's mum sternly. "It's up to you now to decide. But if you insist you're not going to hunt, then there's no place for you in our pride." Poor Leo crept off to the jungle, but hoped with love in his heart he'd learn how to cope in the animal world, though he didn't quite know where to start. That evening, while Leo was sleeping, he woke to the thunder of hooves. When he looked up from his lair, he could see a whole antelope herd on the move. Some leopards were running beside them, surrounded by thick clouds of dust. Leo thought quickly. He jumped to his feet. "I must help them," he cried. "Yes, I must." Then he caught sight of two injured young ones who couldn't keep up with the bunch. If he didn't help them to try to escape, the leopards would eat them for lunch. Leo led them away back to safety and gave them some food they could eat. He licked their wounds clean till they both became strong, and he nursed them back to his feet. The antelope babies kissed Leo and told him, "We'll never forget that you saved our lives when we thought we were dead. You're the loveliest lion we've met." Leo was very excited. His face had lit up in a smile. "It's fun making friends in the jungle," he thought. Then he lay down and slept for a while. From that day on, Leo decided to run to each squeal and each cry. He led little hippos to watering holes, and he taught baby birds how to fly. He helped a giraffe who'd been injured and a vulture who'd broken his wing. And even though all of his friends gave him food, he never asked for a thing. He shows such kindness to so many animals. Then one day beside a wide river, Leo heard a small animal scream. He ran to the banks and caught sight of a cheetah being swept very quickly downstream. "Please help!" cried the cheetah in panic. "I haven't yet learned how to swim. The waterfall's going to drown me, I'm sure, with a splash." Leo boldly leapt in. Thank goodness Leo was there. He managed to rescue the cheetah and push him quite safe to the side. But as he was trying to scramble ashore, Leo slipped and got caught in the tide. The river was crashing and foaming, and Leo let out a yelp. The waterfall wasn't too far from him now, so the cheetah rushed to find help. So now the cheetah is finding help and showing kindness in doing that. The friends Leo had in the jungle all raced to the bank straight away. They wanted so much to show Leo their thanks. At last they had found a way. And now it was their chance. What a lot of animals he's helped. Yes, it was their chance to show kindness. They climbed on the rocks through the rapids and linked themselves up tail and paw. An elephant wrapped his long trunk round a tree, which anchored them safely to shore. And when Leo got to the rapids, a lioness dipped down her head. She lifted him gently across to the bank. "You're safe, Leo, darling," she said. I wonder who that was. I wonder who it might be. "My son, you're a brave little lion," she spoke in her humblest tone. "I was wrong. Now I see love can bring us together. Please, Leo," she said, "come back home." You've got to be strong to be different. And when you've got love on your side, you've got the most valuable gift that there is. We want you as king of our pride. What a wonderful story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope that you could see all the different ways that Leo the lion showed kindness and helpfulness to others. He also had to show bravery too, and courage to be able to go and help those people and to think of others before himself. So sometimes he went to help when really he needed to be looking after himself too, but he put others first and helped them, showing kindness to every animal. And then you could see at the end of the story, when Leo needed help, all those friends he'd made through all those kind acts he showed came to help him because they wanted to help him just like he had helped them. And that's a bit like us in our world. We are so happy and willing to help other people. And the more we help other people, the more they, hopefully, will want to help other people too. And if you help somebody, I am sure that when you need some help, they will return that and they will help you too. Now we're going to sing one of our songs for the end of today's assembly. So I'm just going to get that ready for us so we can sing together. And I'm just going to drop down this screen here to get rid of me reading that story because that needs to go.
Oh, what a glorious story!
We'll get rid of that one and we'll click over to thank you for a million brilliant things. And this is a this is a song that we sing quite a lot, and we sang it a lot in lockdown because it's one that we all know so well. So, have you got your singing voices ready? I hope so. Have you cleared your throat? And this song helps us to be thankful for all the things that we have in our world and that we have around us. So, let's join in together. Well done, girls and boys. I really like that song. And like this line here, where when we sing about thank you for our parents and our home. That is so true now more than ever. Your parents and everybody in your family and you yourself need to be so grateful to each other for everything you've done for each other over the last few weeks. I know that everybody at Haynes Lower School is so grateful to all of your mummies and daddies and grandparents and big brothers and sisters who are helping you at home through this time when school isn't open for everybody. And everyone at Haynes Lower School will continue to help you all with your learning and everything else that you need over the coming weeks. And here, a little bit later on, it says thank you for our school and for its care and for your teachers. And over the past few weeks and months, your school and your teachers have been doing everything they can at school and from their homes too to help you in your home. And hopefully in September, we will all be back together again and we will all be back at our school. And for some of you Year 4s who are moving on, you will be off to your new schools on an exciting adventure. But I just love that song, so thank you for joining in and thank you for joining our assembly today. Now that brings us to the end of our values assembly for the value of kindness. I have a little challenge for you, and this is it. Please can you find out what the value for July is? And our next value next month will begin on the first Monday of July, and I will be here to help you continue learning and knowing how values can help us in our everyday life. So girls and boys, thank you for joining me this morning. Lovely to be here with you, and I will see you soon. So take care. Bye bye.